You ever had that moment where everything felt perfect? They were texting you first, replying fast, laughing at your jokes, and then suddenly, it's like a switch flipped. Replies get slower, energy feels off, and you're just sitting there thinking, wait, what just happened? Yeah, that. Today, let's talk about why they lost interest and why it feels so confusing. First thing you need to understand is this: people don't randomly change overnight. It feels sudden to you, but for them, it usually isn't. Think about it like this. Have you ever slowly gotten bored of a song? At first, you play it on repeat. You love every second of it, but after a while, you start skipping it. Not because the song got worse, but because the feeling changed. That's exactly how attraction works sometimes. Now, here's the part most people don't want to hear. Sometimes they didn't lose interest in a second. They were losing it quietly while you were still fully invested. You were reading their good morning texts while they were slowly running out of things to say. You were getting attached while they were getting comfortable. And comfort without effort? That's where interest starts dying. But wait, it's not always that simple. Another big reason is this: you stopped being a challenge. Not in a game-playing way, but in a natural way. At the beginning, everything is new. They're curious about you, they're trying to figure you out. But once they feel like they've figured you out, the excitement drops. It's like watching a movie with spoilers. You can still watch it, but it doesn't hit the same. And sometimes, it's not even about you. Yeah, I know, sounds weird, but people have their own stuff going on: stress, confusion, other options, emotional baggage. You might be sitting there thinking, did I do something wrong? Meanwhile, they're just dealing with things they never even told you about. Not everything is personal, even if it feels personal. Now, let's talk about something a little uncomfortable: attention. At the start, they gave you a lot of it, and your brain, it loved it. It got used to it. So when that attention drops, it doesn't just feel like they changed. It feels like something was taken away from you. And that's why you start overthinking everything. Why are they online but not replying? Did I say something weird? Are they talking to someone else? Your brain starts creating 50 stories, none of which you can actually prove. Here's a simple truth: when someone is really interested, you won't feel confused all the time. You might feel nervous, you might feel excited, but confused. Constantly guessing where you stand, that's usually a sign something is off. Now, let's be real for a second. We all do this. When someone starts pulling away, we chase harder, we text more, we try to be funnier, we try to fix the situation, but that usually makes things worse. It's like holding sand in your hand. The tighter you try to hold it, the faster it slips away. And here's the twist most people don't expect. Sometimes they didn't lose interest. They just showed their real level of interest. At the beginning, people often give more effort than they can maintain. They're excited, they're curious, they're putting their best version forward. But over time, they settle into who they really are. So what feels like a drop is actually just reality showing up. So what should you do when this happens? First, stop blaming yourself for everything. Not every situation is a mistake you made. Second, pay attention to actions, not words. Anyone can say, I'm just busy, or I've been stressed lately, but patterns don't lie. If someone consistently makes less effort, that tells you more than any explanation. And most importantly, don't chase clarity from someone who is giving you confusion, because because the right kind of interest, it doesn't disappear like that. It doesn't leave you guessing every day. It doesn't make you feel like you have to earn basic attention. Let me leave you with this thought. Maybe the real question isn't, why did they lose interest? Maybe it's, why am I trying so hard to keep someone who's okay with losing me? Think about that, because sometimes the moment they pull away is the moment you finally see things clearly. And clarity, that's way more powerful than closure.